Good morning. Today is Wednesday, August 5th, 2020. Before I begin, I want to express my sorrow for the people of Beirut. The explosion yesterday has caused immense and overwhelming human suffering and loss. And I offer condolences to the families of those who were killed and wish refuah shlema, a complete healing, to the many who were injured, both physically and emotionally. As we begin publicly planning for the high holidays, and we start to realize how different it will be this year, it is understandable to feel disappointment and sadness. For some of us, it will be a true hardship, and we must do whatever we can to help alleviate that. But all of us must also work hard to develop a proper Torah attitude to what is and will be unfolding. And I think that this story I heard from Rabbi Biederman captures that attitude perfectly. So there's a bus station in Bnei Brak. Buses from all over Israel come and go like every intercity bus station. There was a bus that every day made the trip to and from Tifrach. Tifrach is a tiny town in the Negev, the southern part of Israel, far away from Bnei Brak. So passengers get on the bus in Tifrach, they pay the bus driver, and when the bus arrives in Bnei Brak, the driver takes the money that he collected and he gives it to the station manager in Bnei Brak. Now, how many people do you think travel from Tifrach, a tiny remote town, to Bnei Brak every day? Maybe on the entire bus there are 3 or 4 passengers. And the bus driver, arriving in Bnei Brak every day, usually has maybe 30 shekel that he collected that he gives to the manager. At the same time that he arrives in Bnei Brak from Tifrach, another bus arrives from Yerushalayim. The bus from Yerushalayim is full. It's packed. People are standing in the aisles. It's like sardines. This is before COVID. But it's from Yerushalayim, and it's jam-packed. And that bus driver has a few thousand shekel that he collected and he gives to the manager. So the Tifrach bus driver is very, very jealous. He cannot handle the fact that this other bus driver is bringing in thousands of shekel and he's bringing in 30 shekel. He can't live with himself. He's so jealous. So the Tifrach bus driver decides to do something about it. And the next day, as he is leaving Bnei Brak, he changes the sign that's on the front of his bus that says Tifrach, and he puts up the sign for Yerushalayim. And then he drives to Yerushalayim instead of Tifrach, fills his bus with passengers, packed in like sardines, returns to Bnei Brak, and he is so proud and so happy to bring to the bus station manager several thousand shekel. And he's beaming. He is bursting with pride. So the manager says to him, "What was going on in Tifrach yesterday? How is it that there's so many people in Tifrach that all of a sudden wanted to come to Bnei Brak, that your bus was full?" So the driver says, "No, this is a surprise for you. This is a present for you. I drove to Yerushalayim today, and look at all the money that I collected." The manager was aghast and fired the driver on the spot. Driver doesn't understand. What did I do? What's wrong? I brought you so much money. The manager explains to him, listen, every bus driver is paid the same amount of money. The bus company has to serve every town, large and small. There must be a bus from Tifrach every day, just like there's a bus from Yerushalayim. It's not your job to decide which route you take. It's not your job to be the one who brings in the most money. It is your job to drive the route you are assigned. And the value of your route is exactly equal to the value of every other route for the success of our company. And you failed. And because of you, our entire operation failed today to fulfill our mission, which is to serve every location. God gives us a route through the mitzvos, through the commandments we are commanded. Sometimes our route changes and we're given a different route. A different mitzvah takes priority. In our case, protecting health and life takes priority over many of the observances of the high holidays. And it's not our job to decide which route we are given. Every route is equally important to God for the overall success of God's mission, God's plan. It is our job to faithfully fulfill the route we are assigned and to feel pride and gratification for doing it well, even if we would have preferred another route. Every one of us needs to constantly imagine ourselves as the Tifrach bus driver. My friends, I wish you a great day, and I look forward to seeing all of you soon in person.